Hello, I'm Bradley Bilstein, Dean at Kent State University's Tuscarawas campus. We are thrilled to be the presenting sponsor here for the Inter-Valley Conference Championship. At Kent State University Tuscarawas, we are committed to athletics at the highest level, both here at the campus and in our area schools. I'm looking forward to some fascinating and highly competitive games here in this tournament. To all the competition and all the competitors, best wishes, good luck, and may the best team win.
Claymont High School is the site for Game 2 of the IVC Boys Basketball Showcase, featuring the Tusky Valley Trojans and the Claymont Mustangs. And certainly, Jared, it's a great tournament and a great way to showcase 14 of the best teams in the area.
It sure does, Scott. And once again, we have two teams, IVC records. They were both 2-10 on the season. They played each other one time, and Claymont came out on top 49-42, but that would not figure into the standings. So overall, Claymont's 3-18 on the season with one contest left. You have Tusky Valley 4-16 overall.
You know, certainly we're glad to be here for this one. And let's take a look at some of our starting lineups for this particular game as we get a look at the Claymont Mustangs with Murphy White, Michael Lasecki, Sam Cayley, Taryn Harris, and Paul Caudet. And for the Tusky Valley Trojans, Owen Clugston, Jeremy Salvo, Sam Ray, Brandon Goldsmith, and Jared Kinzel. So a lot of familiar names on those lists. They've seen a lot of playing time this year, and certainly we expect a pretty darn good basketball game here between the number 6 seeds on each side of the IVC brackets.
Right, so basically, you know, when you look at the first game we had, we were playing for like 13th, 14th place, if you will. This is for, you know, 11th and 12th. So that's what's kind of nice about this. You're matched up with somebody who's had the equal season that you've had. Kind of, if you figure it that way, see what the other side division's all about. About Claymont for a minute, we've seen them a few times this year, and I know Coach O'Hara's had to mix and match lineups. When we were down here doing the Ridgewood game, he was just getting some players back from injury, from illness, so he's kind of really not had the season he's thought he would have had due to the illness and injury bug that's hit the Mustangs.
All right, we'll come back and have our opening tip-off for this one between Tusky Valley and Claymont in just a moment. Stay with us here on TV2 Sports.
Sales, your local truck and trailer sales and service connection, is a proud sponsor of area athletes again this year. Located in Baltic, T-Bone Sales has qualified technicians experienced in the repair and service of dump trailers, trucks, and school buses. T-Bone Sales can repair just about anything, including dump trailers, flatbeds, dump bodies, walking floors, and grain trailers. And they welcome insurance claims, regular maintenance, and major damage. They also carry a large line of parts. T-Bone Sales can get you back into the game looking as good as new. Call Chad Schilling today at 330-897-6131 or visit them online at tbonesales.com.
Lightning signs and decals, taking the area by storm.
Big or small, we do it all.
Yard signs, vehicle graphics, and business signs.
Lightning signs and decals, taking the area by storm. Contact 440-3129.
You're watching the IVC Showcase presented by Kent State Tuscarawas. Also brought to you by Carpenter Heating and Cooling. Doug and Chris Carpenter, Carpenter Heating and Cooling, located at 946 Cookson Avenue, Southeast in Philadelphia. Looking for your year-round comfort? You can reach them at 330-308-8550 or visit them online at www.carpentercomfort.com. Also by the MEB Systems. MEB Systems serving Tuscarawas and surrounding counties. MEB Systems is a flat roof specialist. Give them a call today or visit their website at mebsystems.com. Union Hospital. Union offers many beneficial programs to their community, including its very own IVC, which is magnitude interruption radiation. Located on the ground floor of the hospital, the room center is under the direction of Dr. Stephanie King, provides a mix of physicians, surgeons, and strategists to heal your wound, including safe and effective hyperbaric oxygen therapy. A doctor's referral is not necessary, so call 330-365-3880 today to begin your healing. Myers & Miller Podiatry, located at 515 Union Avenue, or 147 Claymont. Myers & Miller Podiatry, foot and ankle trauma care for patients of all ages. Found omniorthopedic, with sideline with an injury, back in the beginning, omniorthopedic, more than 30 years of orthopedic experience. Their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. They are conveniently located in Oxford Medical Building, omniortho.com. They love what they do and it shows.
And welcome back to the IVC Boys Basketball Showcase at Claymont High School. Our second game, the Tusky Valley Trojans versus the Claymont Mustangs. Of course, this all brought to you by our presenting sponsor, Kent State University at Tuscarawas. We couldn't do it without them, and we appreciate their help all season long. So the Trojans and Mustangs getting ready to square off in game 2. The Trojans in the red uniforms, the Claymont Mustangs in white. I'm Scott Robinson along with Jared Hall on this historic day in Uricksville, Ohio.
Yep, IVC, and here we go. Game 2's underway.
As the tap controlled by the Tusky Valley Trojans. Clugston's got it at the point for the Trojans. And Salvo working it around out top. Clugston on the wing. And Clugston from the corner, in and out. A rebound battle for Kinzel, can't hang on to it, taken away by the Mustangs. Murphy White up the left side. And now it's Cowdet running the point for the Mustangs of Coach Derek O'Hara. Tusky Valley coached by Terry Seitz. I want to thank them both for all their help throughout the season. Cowdet brings it back out top to White. Under about a minute plus gone by here. First quarter, no score inside. And Taryn Harris with the first two.
A little slower pace here, Scott, than our first game here. Nice drive by Salvo for 2. As I say that, they go right down the lane and score.
2-2. As we get another look at it. White gets it to Kaylee. Lasecki pops out. Or rather, that's White, I should say, to Cowdet. And Salvo will pick up the loose ball. Takes it all the way to the hoop, spins it up and over the hoop. Gets a foul, and he'll have 2 free throws.
He's sort of been their primary scorer all season, Scott, for the Trojans. So Claymont's going to have to do much better effort of kind of keeping him in front of whoever is defending him and not letting him get those drives downhill to the basket. His first one's on the way and got it to 3-2 Trojans.
So Salvo connects on the first of 2 free throws. Line left, ready for number 2. Up and good. Salvo with 4. Has all 4 of Tusky Valley's points. And the Trojans have the early lead at 4-2. Taryn Harris across the timeline finds Caudette. And White. The dribble drive to Caudette. The kick out. The shot by Kaylee is no good, and Tusky Valley has the rebound. Clugston flips it over to Kinzel. He'll take the 3-point shot. That one is no good. And the rebound to Harris. Harris on the run. White back to Harris. Cross-court pass to Caudette. Caudette nearly had it stripped away by Clugston. A lot of swatting at the basketball.
And I'm thinking they're going to say Tusky Valley knocked it out, but it was on the end line, so Claymont will have it on the baseline.
So White to inbound it. And a nice power move to the basket there by Michael Lisecki. Clugston will walk with the basketball. And it'll be a turnover for the Mustangs. White brings it across the timeline against Salvo. Tusky Valley playing man-to-man. Harris, 3-point shot, in and out. And Goldsmith can't hang on to it. It'll stay with Claymont.
Both teams kind of feeling each other out here in the early going, Scott. We've, played 3 minutes here, 4-4.
Harris fires it inside. Lisecki working hard against Goldsmith. The left-hander off the window, no good. And the rebound to Salvo, who's going to push it up the floor for the Trojans. Kicks it back out. Kinzel back to Salvo at the free throw line. He'll decide to shoot short. The rebound to Harris. And Caudette's got it. Caudette trying to create some room. Little jumper. No good. The rebound to the Trojans, and a nice run out at the other end. It ended in a basket by Sam Ray. Good teamwork as we see the end of it there on your TV2 Sports replay. Harris drops it back to Callie. Lisecki's pass deflected, but the Mustangs hang on to it. White's got it. White drops it down low. Lisecki for 2 and a foul. And we're going to get a fleet of substitutions coming in here shortly, or at least a couple anyway. Jordan Taylor in for the Mustangs as Lisecki hits the free throw. He's got 5. Gavin Pollock is in. And also Reese Bowman for the Mustangs. 7-6 is our score. The Mustangs leading the Trojans. Goldsmith gets the basket up and over. White. White the foul. That's the second on White.
And he sort of took over the point guard duties, Scott, for the Mustangs when Watkins got hurt there middle of the season. So for a freshman to have to handle the ball, distribute, he's done a pretty good job here for Claymont. Eyes the free throw, good.
So Goldsmith with 3. It's 9-7 Tusky Valley. The shot blocked. And Tusky Valley quickly down the floor. Salvo along the baseline. Brings it back out to Clugston. To Ray. To Clugston. .249 to go here in the first quarter. A 5-second call. Good defense there by Reese Bowman, as Caden Prezzuti will come in for the Mustangs, replacing Jordan Taylor. So the Mustangs already playing a lot of people here in this first quarter.
Just trying to find that combination that works, trying to round guys back in from injury, and really looking at this first quarter, two evenly matched teams.
Mustangs working to the left side. Braden Watkins had it, gave it up to Prezzuti, stolen away by the Trojans. Salvo all the way to the hoop, and Salvo will get 2 free throws. Doing a nice job driving to the basket, making sure he can get to the free throw line.
A couple different styles here between these teams. Tusky Valley looks like they want to push it, get it in real quick, try to get a quick hitter. Claymont's been a little more methodical, working it around, looking for that good shot here. Salvo's first free throws on the way and off the mark.
So right now for the Mustangs, it's Prezzuti, Harris, Watkins, Bowman, and Gavin Povic. Second free throw by Salvo is good. He's got 5. Watkins works in the front court to Bowman. Watkins on the wing, drives inside. Fouled going to the hoop. Foul before the shot. Watkins will inbound it. In for the Mustangs is Michael Lasecki. He'll replace Gavin Povic. Bowman's shot bangs it off the glass and in. 10-9 as we get another look. Brock Haas in now for the Trojans. Ball deflected. Harris trying to get there to it, hits the deck hard. Couldn't quite get there. But the basketball will stay with the Mustangs, and we'll have a timeout by Claymont.
Quick 30 they called over and back there by the Trojans since nobody had possession here. So 10-9, here we are, 1:45 to go. If you're Claymont, I think the one thing you really want to keep discussing is you've got to keep Salvo to the outside and keep him in front of you and recognize where he's at, because he's sort of the glue guy for the Trojans. And if you're Claymont, you're doing a nice job. Just stay patient with what you're doing. Their offense is not one pass shot. It's work it around. They've had some good looks inside. Coach O'Hara's subbing in a lot of guys, trying to find 5 that's going to work for him.
And it's Claymont basketball. Prezzuti to inbound it to Watkins. 1:44 to go. 10-9. Tusky Valley with the lead here in the first quarter. They try to drop it down to Lasecki, stolen away by Salvo. Salvo's really a quick point guard out front.
Nice feed to the corner, shot off the mark.
Goldsmith shot doesn't go. Jordan Taylor the rebound. And Watkins on the fly up the left side. Bowman drives baseline, trying to get it inside to Lasecki, and it's knocked out of bounds, staying with the Mustangs. And Toby Grossi will come in for the Trojans. Pass deflected, stolen away by Sam Ray. Ray all the way to the hoop for 2. And we get the foul. Taryn Harris back in for the Mustangs. Boy, there's not a break where there hasn't been a Mustang that's been subbed in.
No, it's almost every time there's a dead ball, there's somebody popping in.
Ray trying to complete the three-point play and does. 13-9. Tusky Valley up by 4 with a minute to play here in the first quarter. Tusky double teamed on the baseline, nowhere to go, kicks it back out. Watkins pass deflected, stolen away by Salvo again. Ahead to Haas, and Haas will just take it in off the window for 2. Nice run out there by the Trojans as they make it 15-9. Watkins fades away, shot no good. Harris the rebound. Harris will get the basket and the foul.
So every time it looks like, Scott, that Tusky Valley is getting some breathing room, right back comes Claymont with the three-point play, or gets a couple good possessions there and closes the gap. Chance to cut it here to a one-possession game with 28 seconds to go.
Owen Clugston back in for Salvo, and the free throw by Harris is good. Clugston in the corner to Ray. Snap pass over to Kinzel. He'll fire the three. In and out. Rebound Clugston, and the follow will bounce off the rim a couple of times. And he'll earn a couple of free throws. As that foul is on Lasecki, that'll be his first. The free throw by Clugston up good.
This is already the 8th free throw by the Trojans here in the first quarter. Just off the mark.
And Taylor gets the rebound. Ahead to Bowman. Watkins on his wing, gets the drop-off pass. 15-footer short. Harris the rebound. And the shot at the buzzer is no good. So at the end of one, it's 16-12. Tusky Valley leading Claymont. We'll have more exciting basketball action on TV2 Sports in just a moment. Stay with us.
Associate's degrees will prepare you for careers including nursing, computer animation, or veterinary technology. Kent State Tuscarawas offers a dynamic campus with state-of-the-art facilities, exceptional student services, and a welcoming environment. Call or visit us online to register for classes. Find out more about Kent State Tuscarawas.
T-Bone Sales, your local truck and trailer sales and service connection, is a proud sponsor of area athletes again this year. Located in Baltic, T-Bone Sales has qualified technicians experienced in the repair and service of dump trailers, trucks, and school buses. T-Bone Sales can repair just about anything, including dump trailers, flatbeds, dump bodies, walking floors, and grain trailers. And they welcome insurance claims, regular maintenance, and major damage. They also carry a large line of parts. T-Bone Sales can get you back into the game looking as good as new. Call Chad Schilling today at 330-897-6131 or visit them online at tbonesales.com.
Lightning signs and decals. Taking the area by storm.
Big or small, we do it all.
Yard signs. Vehicle graphics. And business signs.
Lightning signs and decals, taking the area by storm. Contact 330-440-3129.
You're watching the IVC Showcase presented by Kent State Tuscarawas. Also brought to you by Carpenter Heating and Cooling. Doug and Chris Carpenter, Carpenter Heating and Cooling, located at 946 Cookson Avenue, southeast of Philadelphia. Looking for your year-round comfort? You can reach them at 330-308 855-8550 or visit them online at www.carpentercomfort.com. Also by the MEB Systems. MEB Systems serving Tuscarawas and surrounding counties. MEB Systems is a flat roof specialist. Give them a call today or visit their website at mebsystems.com. Union Hospital. Union offers many beneficial programs to their community, including its very own Green Healing Center that treats nagging wounds that interrupts your daily life. Located on the ground floor of the hospital, the wound center is under the direction of Dr. Stephen Keeney, who provides a mix of physicians, surgeons, and strategies to heal your wound, including safe and effective hyperbaric oxygen therapy. A doctor's referral is not necessary, so call 330-365-3880 today to begin your healing. Myers & Miller Podiatry, located at 515 Union Avenue, number 147 in Dover. Myers & Miller Podiatry provides foot and ankle trauma care to patients of all ages. Finally, Omni Orthopedics. If you've been sidelined with an injury, get back into the game with the home team at Omni Orthopedics with more than 30 years of orthopedic experience. Their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. They are conveniently located in the Oxford Medical Building. OmniOrtho.com. They love what they do, and it shows.
(16 to 12), Tusky Valley leading Claymont as we begin the second quarter of action. And of course, coming up at halftime, we'll have our halftime report brought to you by the fine folks at T-Bone Sales. They're located at 410 North Ray Street in Baltic. And again, we want to thank too our presenting sponsor, Kent State University at Tuscarawas, making this broadcast possible, along with all of the other action here in the IVC Boys Basketball Showcase. Watkins drops it down low, and we have a foul inside. In for Tusky Valley, we have Owen Miller. So it is Haas, Clugston, Miller, Goldsmith, and also Grossi for the Trojans. For the Mustangs, it's Harris, Watkins, Taylor, Lasecki, and Bowman. Haas all the way to the hoop, shots too hard. Miller the rebound, and the foul inside. And that foul will be on Taylor.
Mustangs having a little trouble keeping the Trojans off the board here, Scott, in the early goings.
That is team foul number 6 on the Mustangs, as Harris has the rebound. Taylor tries to drop it off inside too hard, skips through to Bowman, back out to Harris. Harris down the lane, and the foul, and almost the basket.
A few more fouls here in this game in the opening half, Scott, than we had in our previous one.
That is the second foul on Goldsmith.
And that's the difference between two teams that are looking to drive versus teams that shoot jump shots, the first one off the mark.
Caudette is back in for the Mustangs, along with Brady Milburn. Free throw by Harris, good. So Harris with 6. Cross court pass, Haas has it. Mustangs trying to trap, in trouble. And Coach Terry Seitz calls a timeout, trying to get the Trojans out of trouble on the sideline.
Right, and he couldn't see it, but I mean,
it was a
Trojan
perfect
player was going to bounce it right off. So, but you just couldn't see it from his angle, so he got that quick timeout. Obviously, in a game like this, it looks like it's going to be tight, at least here in the early going. You don't want to necessarily use too many timeouts here.
So 16-13, Tusky Valley with the 3-point lead.
Both teams approaching that ever popular 1-and-1 area where then will become free throw shooting here as we get towards the end of the second quarter. Salvo's checked back in for the Trojans.
7 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Owen Miller on the wing, back up to Clugston. He'll reverse it over to Salvo. Claymont's defense moving nicely right now. Zone reacting to the perimeter passing of the Trojans. Inside is Grossi, back out to Clugston. Close game, a lot closer than the first game, which saw Conotton Valley defeat Newcomerstown 75-41. Game 2 of 7 in the IVC Boys Basketball Showcase. Clugston to Miller, back to Clugston. Trojans being very patient as Grossi finds Clugston. He's wide open, shoots. It's no good, and the rebound to Harris up the far side, and a collision, and that foul on Clugston.
I was going to say, that's probably the longest possession that the Trojans have had here in this first half.
So we'll have Kinzel will return along with Sam Ray, replacing Grossi and Miller for the Trojans.
And after this game next week, Tusky Valley has one more game left at home against the Dover Tornadoes on Friday night that TV2 will be at covering. Nice lob inside.
And Lasecki able to find a way to put it in the hoop from right underneath the hoop. So 7 for Lasecki. And the Trojans need to get it across and do to Ray. Ray off the glass, no good. Deflected, picked up by Lasecki. Caudette ahead to Milburn. Milburn has it knocked away, hit his hand out of bounds. Tusky Valley gets it back.
Milburn's another one of the young freshmen that Claymont has, getting some minutes for them here this season. So there's always a big jump when you're going from junior high basketball to your freshman year to play varsity. Just different speed, different skill sets. Players are a little stronger, bigger.
5:20 to go here, first half. Scott Robinson and Jared Hall with you from Claymont High School as we're bringing you the IVC Boys Basketball Showcase. 7 games in one day. That's the goal of our broadcast team as Salvo drives inside. A rebound by the Trojans. Kinzel's got it. Dishes it over to Sam Ray, and he picks up the offensive foul. Non-shooting foul, but that is team foul number 7. So Watkins is in. Caden Prezzuti is in to go with Milburn, Lasecki, and Harris for the Mustangs.
Nice back door.
Harris tried to force it inside to Lasecki, and a scramble, and we'll get a tie-up, and it will go the other way.
I think Harris probably just should have shot that, Scott. That was a good, unselfish idea, but he had a pretty good angle just to take it up off the window, tried to force it to the middle, jump ball turnover back to the Trojans.
So it's Salvo, Clugston, Kinzel, Tyler Boyd, and Sam Ray for the Trojans. Kinzel finds Salvo coming off the screen with 4:22 to go. Boyd gets it down low to Kinzel, back out to Clugston, on the baseline to Ray. Ray leans back, can't get it to go. The rebound to Salvo, he's everywhere. And Kinzel is wide open for the 3 and hits. Nice ball movement there by the Trojans. Ball loose, Watkins gets it back, and he'll call the quick timeout.
Take a quick 30 here, trying to save the possession here. Claymont down to 3 timeouts now here, so I'm sure Coach O'Hara would like to keep them from using another one here as the game remains tight, especially if it goes into the second half. And every time Claymont gets close, Tusky Valley's had the answer, Scott, and Claymont just not able to quite get over the hump yet to get the lead back.
That's a little bit lower scoring than our first game, 19 to 15.
Yeah, 71 points. I'm wondering if we're going to see anybody get to that later on throughout the day. I would be surprised.
Yeah, that's a pretty big number for high school, as they're going to lob it inside to Lasecki. Able to get it, puts up with a left hand off the window.
I didn't think that pass had a chance to get there, but we're able to put it in.
Each team that we've seen so far, the four, has nice pieces and parts.
They do. They do. They're just, all of them just kind of missing maybe that one or two players that can put them into having a little more success than what they had this season.
Harris, outside it goes to Prizzuti, the three-pointer. That shot no good, and the foul inside will walk the other way. And the one-on-ones will begin.
Because you look at how different Claymont's season could have been if they wouldn't have had the injuries, the illness things where they've been able to get rotation, because Coach O'Hara had said there were times when they didn't even have enough guys to run, similar to Newcomerstown, the 5-on-5 drills and the practice reps that you need during practice. And for Tusky Valley, they graduated quite a few players off of their team last year, so some players moving up from the JV that maybe didn't have any varsity experience, so it's kind of a learning year for them. First one good.
Clugston with two, both at the free throw line. Gavin Povic in here for the Mustangs with 3:10 to go here, first half. Second shot is up and good.
I think Coach O'Hara's used almost everybody on his active roster here in the first half.
Watkins dangerously close there to an over and back call. Spin move with a left hand, shot no good. The rebound to Salvo, and he'll flip it ahead as Boyd will take it in for the run out. And it's 23 to 17. With 2:47 to go here. Here in the second quarter. Coming up at halftime, as we mentioned, we'll be providing you the halftime report, brought to you by T-Bone Sales, located at 410 North Ray Street in Baltic. And good game here so far. Only 6 up for the Trojans.
It really is, and if it's gone the way it has the first and second quarter, Scott, I would guess Claymont's going to get a couple more points, creep closer if we keep it the way it has been progressing, kind of the teeter-tottering back and forth here. A little more strategy involved in this one with the two coaches, because, like I said, tight game. First one by this point. Earlier in the day, it was already out of control with Conotton Valley with a comfortable lead.
Where can you get a better bargain than this? $6 for all day for 7 games. Doesn't get any better than that.
No, I don't know where you could go. I really don't.
Just a great idea. Congratulations to IVC Commissioner Chuck Rest and all the schools that are involved in putting on this type of an event. It's really a great idea, and certainly I think this is going to be the first of many of these types of tournaments to come.
I think so too, because they did it in volleyball in the fall. They just had the girls showcase last week.
Prizzuti tried to get it into Povic, and the pass a little too hot. It'll be a turnover for the Trojans.
And obviously they would have some type of IVC tournament with wrestling, so I'm sure as their sports keep going, cross country has an IVC. So adding it to the sports, the only ones that I'm not certain if it could ever happen in one day would be like if they had a baseball, softball with the length of those games. And we've got a foul here coming up.
As Kinsel comes up hopping on one leg. And that foul will be on the Mustangs' Povic. And Kinsel at the line, shooting the 1-and-1. Smooth stroke there by Kinsel. He's got 4.
They're 10 of 11 from the line, Scott. So Tusky Valley's pretty good free throw shooters. It's the second. Danger time here for the Mustangs.
Yeah, there's always a point in a game where you just wonder about that, and we might be at that stage.
And there's a near turnover coming right at the monitor there.
Got it.
Yep.
The danger of being close to the action,
Yep.
right?
That's the 10th turnover already for the Mustangs. Just too many steps by Bowman. Just one too many, trying to make something happen. Turned it over. Trojans coming down, chance to get their first double-digit lead here of the game.
25-17, 2 minutes to go, first half. And the Trojans work it back to Sam Ray, over to Clugston. Bowman comes out on him. Popping out's Boyd, back to Clugston. Grossi to Clugston, minute 31 to go, down 8, and we'll have the foul on Bowman.
And this will be the last of the one-on-one variety for Trojan. Next one will be 2 shots here as we approach a minute and a half left here in the second quarter.
Yeah, that shot good by Clugston. He has been on point from the foul line. He's got 4 points, all from the charity stripe. Second one is up and good. The lead at 27-17 for Tusky Valley here with a minute 25 to go in the second quarter. Out of bounds to Tusky Valley.
Cross-court pass is always dangerous, Scott.
Ray comes out around the horn to Clugston. Clugston gets loose. Hits for the 2-pointer. Clugston with 7. Biggest lead of the game for the Trojans at 12. Watkins with a basketball. You can see that left knee heavily braced. Down to 33 seconds to go. The pass on the far side to Milburn, to Harris. Harris trying to find a way to get a shot off and does, and then we'll have a foul on the Trojans.
I think that's going
well, it's going to go
Mustangs.
against the Mustangs. Okay. I think they corrected it as that has been corrected. So Watkins will go to the line.
For the 1-and-1 here.
Watkins looking for his first points. Left-hander hits the first. And the second shot up. That one caroms off. Boyd the rebound. And the Trojans with an opportunity to have a last shot, leading by 11. Boyd to Ray, back out. Clugston sets for the 3. In and out, the rebound to Watkins. And at halftime, it's 29-18. The Tusky Valley Trojans with the lead. We'll come back with our T-Bone Sales halftime report in just a moment. Stay with us here on TV2 Sports.
Students choose Kent State University in Tuscaloosa because of our academic excellence, dedicated faculty, and affordable tuition. Our bachelor's and associate's degrees will prepare you for careers in nursing, computer animation, or veterinary technology. Kent State Tuscaloosa offers a dynamic campus with state-of-the-art facilities, exceptional student services, and a welcoming environment. Call over the business hotline to register for classes. Find out more about Kent State Tuscaloosa.
T-Bone Sales, your local truck and trailer sales and service connection, is a proud sponsor of area athletes again this year. Located in Baltic, T-Bone Sales has qualified technicians experienced in the repair and service of dump trailers, trucks, and school buses. T-Bone Sales can repair just about anything, including dump trailers, flatbeds, dump bodies, walking floors, and grain trailers. And they welcome insurance claims, regular maintenance, and major damage. They also carry a large line of parts. T-Bone Sales can get you back into the game looking as good as new. Call Chad Schilling today at 330-897-6131 or visit them online at tbonesales.com.
Lightning signs and beacons. Taking the area by storm.
Big or small, we do it all.
Yard signs, vehicle rallies, and business signs.
Lightning signs and decals. Taking the area by contact. 440-312-29.
You're watching the IVC Showcase presented by Kent State Tuscaloosa. Also brought to you by Carpenter Heating and Cooling. Doug and Chris Carpenter, Carpenter Heating and Cooling, located at 936 Cookson Avenue, Southeast in Philadelphia. Looking for your year-round comfort? You can reach them at 330-308-8550 or visit them online at www.carpentercomfort.com. Also by the MEB Systems. MEB Systems serving Tuscaloosa and surrounding counties. MEB Systems, flat roof specialists. Give them a call today or visit their website, mebsystems.com. Union Hospital. Union offers many beneficial programs today, including its very own emergency, which is staggered interruption rate. Located on the ground floor of the hospital, the room center is under the direction of Dr. Stephanie Kennedy, proud to mix of physicians, surgeons, and strategists to heal your wound, including safe and effective hyperbaric oxygen. A doctor's referral is not necessary, so call 330-365-3880 today. Again, Myers and Miller Podiatry, located at 515 Union Avenue or 147 Myers and Miller Podiatry. Foot and ankle treatment. Patients call and found on the sideline back on the patient-centered treatment for all ages. They are conveniently located in Oxford Medical Building, OmniOrtho.com. Love what they do and they should.
And we're back at halftime here between our game with Tusky Valley and also Claymont. With us is Tusky Valley Athletic Director Steve Franks. And Steve, I'll tell you what a great opportunity here to showcase the IVC in this tournament here, this showcase.
Yeah, it is. We kind of put it together. It was an idea that Mr. Rest had, and our league commissioner and all the ADs kind of jumped on board with it. We were kind of curious to see how it would go the first year, but to this point, I think we're pretty pleased with how things have gone.
What's it been like, the transition for Tusky Valley to leave one conference and get into the IVC?
It's been pretty easy for us, actually. When we were looking to get into it, it was more about travel. and it has benefited our middle school programs, and our people have really enjoyed going to the little bit of rivalries, the backyard neighbors that we're playing.
Well, you know what? It's great. You go to a gym now, and you see two local teams playing each other, which means the crowds have to be bigger. The kids have got to get a big jolt out of that.
They do, and again, we talked about teams playing against teams that we know, the players and the kids that they know each other from. They go to the same fair, they see each other at the mall, so it does create some rivalries and some good competition between both schools.
You know, and also from I guess a technical standpoint, from an athletic directing standpoint, the scheduling does become a little bit easier because you've got so many opponents that you play each year.
Yeah, and it also it helped us out a bunch with our non-league because of leaving the pack. We had some ties there, so it makes it nice for the league. The league schedule's done for you, and then finding non-league opponents is pretty easy too, because the relationships we've had from the previous leagues.
Yeah, and the best part about it is it's a very competitive league from top to bottom.
Yes, it is. We're not all the way through yet. We still have the spring season to come, but to this point, it's been very competitive for just about every game we played.
Yeah, well, Steve, thanks for dropping by. Steve Franks, the athletic director at Tusky Valley High School. We're going to move on here to our T-Bone Sales halftime report. Steve, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you soon.
All right, thanks, Scott.
Jared, we're going to let you go ahead here and take a look at some of our T-Bone Sales halftime report. T-Bone Sales, of course, at 410 North Ray Street in Baltic.
All right, and looking at what we've got here from our first half of action here, Scott, it's, pretty close as far as a lot of the statistics. Rebounds the same, but the one stat that sort of sticks out is the 11 turnovers that the Mustangs have committed, and of those 11, Tusky Valley's been able to turn those into 12 points, which is essentially the lead in the game, as they're up 11 and they've gotten 12 points off those turnovers. Both teams shooting very similar. Even though the rebounds are equal to 11, there's just been, Claymont's given up some second shot opportunities to give them some extra possessions. Tusky Valley shooting excellent from the free throw line, 13 for 14 in the first half, and that obviously is definitely leading to their 11-point lead as we get ready to start the second half here.
Right, you look at the Trojans being up 11, but the Mustangs have a lot of firepower. They certainly have an opportunity to make some adjustments that could get them right back into this game.
They sure could, and I just think Coach O'Hara is still trying to figure out which five today are playing well together. From game to game it can be different. Some of the starters that he started with didn't seem to have it clicking in the first half, so he made some lineup changes, tried to adjust. Mike White, their freshman point guard, who took over the reins when Watkins got hurt, got into some foul trouble. He had to go to the bench, so really then their only point guard option was Watkins. And sometimes you need a couple guys in there, especially when a team's pressing you, to help bring the ball up the floor. And that's hurt them. That's where they made some of those live game turnovers, if you will, that led to some Tusky Valley points.
All right, so we are going to return to live action as we get ready for the second half of our second game, 29-18. The Claymont Mustangs trailing the Tusky Valley Trojans here on their home floor. And, talking with Tusky Valley Athletic Director Steve Franks, I think they're excited about being in the IVC, and I think it's really turned out to be a good league choice for most of the area teams.
Oh, I think it has, Scott. When you look at it, you're playing, one, somebody you know, night in, night out. Number two, ultimately, it is about the kids in the sports, but every school wants to make some revenue from these, and teams are going to bring fans. If you have to travel an hour and a half to games, a lot of students aren't going to make that travel on a weeknight, but if it's only 15, 20 minutes, you're going to get more of the students there because they know each other. And here we are at the start of the second half. White back in, Claymont with the basketball here. Really need to start chipping away, and now they've got both their point guards in sort of to start the second half. Watkins and White. Watkins' first shot off the mark. Rebound to Salvo, and here come the Trojans.
So the Trojans in red, the Mustangs in white. The pass ahead to Goldsmith, and Watkins wasn't, he knew he wasn't in good enough position there, but tried to sell it. Picks up the foul.
It's sort of an important 3-4 minutes here as we look at this third quarter here for Claymont. They really don't want to fall down much farther. because they had trouble putting some points on the board here. So
it's Clugston, Ray, Kinzel, Goldsmith, and Salvo for the Trojans. For the Mustangs, it's White, Milburn, Harris, Lasecki, and Watkins. That shot no good. The rebound followed by Goldsmith for 2.
That's kind of what we talked about at halftime, those second chance opportunities that the Mustangs have given the Trojans. There's a near stand, it's stolen away.
Clugston will try and put the basket in. Bounces off the front of the rim. He'll get 2 free throws instead. And that foul is number 3 on White. And Clugston at the line hits the first free throw. He has been so solid at the charity stripe.
14 of 15 the Trojans are from the stripe today, Scott. I mean, that's just a great percentage. Make it 15 of 16. They're just excellent free throw shooters.
Clugston leading the Trojan stat sheet with 9, and it's 33 to 18. A little 4-0 run here.
Just some dangerous cross-court passes for the Mustangs that have led to some of these turnovers. Watkins splits the defense, and ball's turned over going back to the Trojans.
So 15-point lead for Tusky Valley as Reese Bowman checks in for the Mustangs. 6:44 to go here, third quarter. Scott Robinson and Jared Hall with you from Claymont High School. TV2 broadcasting all 7 games of the inaugural IVC Boys Basketball Showcase. Clugston to Salvo, his pass deflected. Bowman comes out of there with it up the right side, kicked away. And it is going to go out of bounds to the Trojans. You know, you start to get that momentum as Tusky Valley has. They really want to put the pedal to the metal here and try and get away as far as they can from the Mustangs.
Right, but I think in the process of that, you can't get content on that one pass shot. Let's try to get it all once. There's a nice move in for 2, and he'll get the +1.
So Goldsmith with the basket. And a chance here for the free throw attempt. That's the 3rd foul on Michael Lasecki.
So in their first meeting, Claymont defeated Tusky Valley 49-42. So, you know, Tusky Valley trying to get a little payback here in this one, and they've increased the lead to 18.
And a timeout, Claymont. And as we look at it, it's a 7-0 run here for the Trojans to start this third quarter.
And Scott, I really, you know, you're down to 1 timeout now if you're Claymont. So you really, I mean, if you're Coach O'Hara, you still want to use that next one because you won't be able to stop the clock for anything unless of an injury going forward.
But if it gets any more than 18,
right,
it's not going to matter anyway.
Right. So
you know, when you get right down to it, you're kind of in a tough spot as we look at some of our tournament basketball action coming up on TV2. On Saturday the 24th, we'll have either Beaver Local or Steubenville against the New Philadelphia Lady Quakers. On Tuesday the 27th, it'll be Bellsville versus Strasburg. On Wednesday the 28th, we'll have Austintown Fitch versus Dover. And then on Friday, March 2nd, we are assuming that Strasburg will advance, that they will play either Rosecrans or Caldwell. So good luck to all area teams as we head into a very special part of the season. Of course, on the 20th, we wrap up the regular season as Dover travels to Tusky Valley. Again, our thanks to our presenting sponsor today, Kent State University at Tuscarawas. As Salvo will pick up his 3rd foul.
Now he's kind of been limited, Scott, due to the foul situation for him. He started off, you know, 5 quick points for the Trojans, but then it's kind of been saddled with fouls, and he has to go back to the bench here.
Brock Haas will come on for the Trojans. As Kaylee will Bowman and to White. White drives baseline. White in trouble. Out to Harris and around to Bowman. Clugston in among 3 Mustangs. And it'll be Tusky Valley basketball. One thing I found about the Mustangs, they got a lot of left-handers.
They sure do, Scott. It's their
They've
15th.
got Bowman, they've got Lasecki, and also Watkins that are all left-handed shooters.
And usually that's hard to guard against because most times in practice, there's near travel there inside for 2 more.
Boy, that deflection turned out pretty well for Goldsmith as he now has 10. 38-18.
And what we thought was going to be kind of a close matchup here, Scott is kind of slipping away similarly to what happened the first game. And obviously, Coach Seitz can't be happy with the fouls. You want the clock to keep moving here, not be racking up fouls here. And we got some substitutions coming in.
Gavin Povic in for the Claymont Mustangs, and Owen Miller in for the Trojans. And nice little play there for Cayley as he'll get his first 2. And a jump ball call that will keep it with the Trojans. So a 9-0 run broken with that basket. But Tusky Valley out to an 18-point lead over Claymont with under 5 minutes to go here, 3rd quarter. Game 2 of 7 in this IVC basketball showcase. Miller from the outside. That is no good. In the corner it goes. Bowman able to save it. Battle for it again out of bounds, and it will stay with the Trojans.
Kind of some ragged play here the last minute or so here, Scott.
Kinsel, nice roll to the hoop, and an easy 2. Well-designed play, and Tusky Valley has doubled up the Mustangs at 40-20, and they're going to put some pressure on in the backcourt. Povic trying to dribble out of trouble. Nice pass down low to White, and White flips it up and over the rim. Rebound comes off to Tusky Valley. Haas, the pass ahead to Goldsmith, and he steps on the end line. It'll be Claymont basketball. Michael Lasecki returning at the midway point here of the 3rd quarter.
Not certain why Tusky Valley's in a rush.
At this point, pretty soon you're going to have to bring everybody back no matter what the foul situation is.
Yeah.
Lasecki firing away, that's short. A rebound to Povic, and it will roll off the front edge of the rim. Another foul by the Trojans. And that foul on Owen Miller.
Watkins checking back in for the Mustangs.
And Povic trying to score his 2nd point of the game, and does. And it's 40-22. So far, the pressure by the Mustangs has not bothered the Trojans. And the Trojans are maintaining this lead with arguably their best player, Jeremy Salvo, on the bench.
Yep.
Goldsmith off the window, no good. But a foul. And another trip to the free throw line. That is the 2nd foul on Povic. And that is team foul number 5 on the Mustangs. Free throws up and good. Goldsmith with 11. And the 2nd shot, good. Goldsmith with 12. Watkins has it in the front court. Inside. side. Lasecki, his shot no good. The rebound to Taryn Harris, and he'll be fouled.
And we're almost to a point here, Scott, where it's almost a foul every time down on either end. That we're just getting to that point.
That is the third foul on Owen Miller.
First one's up and in.
So Harris with 7. And Harris now trying to make it 8. And does. Tyler Stump in for Tusky Valley. Just a freshman. I want to thank longtime Tusky Valley statistician Gary Cornell for his help today. And a good friend Carl Sowers on the book for the Mustangs. (42-24). The Trojans up on the Kent State Tuscarawas scoreboard. And that foul is on Watkins. That'll be his third foul. And Clugston again. He's been automatic at the charity stripe. So we'll see what he can do here. And hits. 2 players in double figures for Tusky Valley. Goldsmith with 12, Clugston with 10. Second free throw is away and good.
They're 20 of 21 from the free throw line, Scott. Tusky Valley is amazing. Nearly stolen away. White looks to attack.
Lasecki is going to be fouled inside, and they're not giving up any easy ones today.
No.
Fourth quarter, we're going to see a ton of free throws.
Yes.
So Lasecki at the line. And it's no good.
The last 5 trips down either end, there's been a foul.
The rest of the day shapes up with Buckeye Trail taking on Tuscarawas Central Catholic, Ridgewood versus Malvern, Garaway versus East Canton, Highland takes on Sandy Valley, and then the topper tonight, the cherry on top of the Sunday, is Indian Valley versus Strasburg. Prizzuti gets it to Harris. Back to Prizzuti. Baseline jumper, in and out. Clugston. The dish off to Haas. They'll bring it back out with 2:04 to go, third quarter. 19-point lead for the Trojans. Clugston into the lane and a collision, and he'll pick up the offensive foul.
Tried to set the 1-4 low and have the point guard take it. Claymont sniffed it out, was set in position, got the charge.
Yeah, there's no sense to rush so much when you're up by 18, 19 points.
Right.
Why are you playing like your hair's on fire?
Exactly. That was what my thought was. Now, Claymont, they need you White with a nice drive for 2.
Yeah, Claymont, little different story. So the Trojans want to take a timeout. And it will be a full timeout. So maybe that's what the discussion is going to be, part of it. And I think they were having a little trouble against the Claymont pressure, so they'll work on that as well.
Yeah, I would think the lead that you have, why are you rushing action, pushing, you're in the bonus, so just work till you get the shot that you want or draw a foul. There's no sense to be excited here, so see how this last minute 33 turns out. The good thing for Claymont is they have a lot of young players, Scott, which next year should help them as they look to build forward for the future. So sort of a rebuilding year here also with the Mustangs. And they're going to press, try to get Tusky Valley to turn it back over. I think what hurts Tusky Valley a little bit is their point guard Salvo's on the bench.
Stump gets it ahead to Grossi, can't hang on to it, and that might bring Salvo back a little quicker. I think Coach Seitz is just trying to save Salvo as long as he can here. They've got a pretty substantial lead. Why bring him back in as Caudette is in, along with Milburn, Prizzuti, White, and Harris for the Mustangs. And Grossi is going to be fouled by Milburn.
We're going to walk down the other end and shoot the 1-and-1.
And we'll take the long walk to the other end. And Grossi will have a 1-and-1 opportunity. Free throws up and no good. And Harris the rebound. Harris top of the circle. Looks inside, gives it back out. Prizzuti, long three, no good. Rebound to Haas. Clugston flips it over to Haas and ahead to Stump. And a foul on the side by Caudette. So another 1-and-1.
And we're going to walk to the other end.
From one end to the next, as we can't get this last 46 seconds done, so be a quick lunch break today.
It sure will be. With the next one to start, next game begins approximately
15 minutes after this one ends.
Yep.
A lot of free throws yet to come as Harris hits.
And to be honest, it's got that foul there. I didn't see it.
Second free throw is no good, and Grossi the rebound.
Tusky Valley just needs to, they just need to calm down. I mean, they're playing like they're the team that's down 16.
Claymont to inbound. Bowman to Harris, back to Bowman. And it's knocked out. (44-28) our score, a 16-point lead for the Trojans as Bowman misses. Clugston able to grab it. Head to Salvo, lay it up and in off the window to Sam Ray. A little bit of showtime there, like it.
Yep, there it is on our TV2 replay.
Got a great angle on that. He went and got it. White has it kicked
into the stands.
So 4 seconds to go here in the third quarter. The lob out to Harris. Harris a long three-pointer. In and out at the buzzer. It's 46-28 at the end of three. We'll come back with fourth quarter action in a moment here on TV2 Sports.
Our bachelor's
Sales, your local truck and trailer sales and service connection, is a proud sponsor of area athletes again this year. Located in Baltic, T-Bone Sales has qualified technicians experienced in the repair and service of dump trailers, trucks, and school buses. T-Bone Sales can repair just about anything, including dump trailers, flatbeds, dump bodies, walking floors, and grain trailers. And they welcome insurance claims, regular maintenance, and major damage. They also carry a large line of parts. T-Bone Sales can get you back into the game looking as good as new. Call Chad Schilling today at 330-897-6131 or visit them online at tbonesales.com.
Lightning signs and beacons, taking the area by storm.
Big or small, we do it all.
Yard signs, vehicle wrapping, and business signs.
Lightning signs and decals. Taking the area by contact.
440-3129. You're watching the IVC Showcase presented by Kent State Tusky. Also brought to you by Carpenter Heating and Cooling. Doug and Chris Carpenter, Carpenter Heating and Cooling, located at 946 Gibson Avenue, Southeast in Philadelphia. Looking for your year-round comfort? You can reach them at 330-308-8550 or visit them online at www.carpentercomfort.com. Also by the MEB Systems. MEB Systems serving Tuscarawas and surrounding counties. MEB Systems is a flat roof specialist. Give them a call today or visit their website, mebsystems.com. Union Hospital. Union offers many beneficial programs to their community, including its very own activities, interruption surgery. Located on the ground floor of the hospital, the Union Center is under the direction of Dr. Stefan Kennedy, out to mix of physicians, surgeons, and strategists to heal your wound, including safe and effective hyperbaric oxygen. A doctor's referral is not necessary, so call 330-365-3880 today. Again, Myers and Miller Podiatry, located at 515 Union Avenue, or 147 Myers and Miller Podiatry, foot and ankle treatment. Patients call finally, I'm your sideline back in the I'm your 30 years of working. The physician offers patient-centered treatment for all ages. They are conveniently located in Oxford Medical Building, OmniOrtho.com. Love what they do and you should.
As we begin the quarter of action, the Tusky Valley Trojans leading Claymont. It's Bowman, Prezzuti, White, Harris, and Lasecki for the Mustangs. As the ball deflected, Harris has got it back. He'll turn, fire, no good. The rebound to the Trojans, and Ray will get a run out at the other end. Ray having a nice game. He's got 9. It's Ray, Kinsel, Clugston, Salvo, and Goldsmith, who just got the steal. Salvo running the point, hasn't played a lot because of foul trouble today.
Interesting call there.
There was a little physicality before that. It's a 20-point game. I don't think it's going to come back to haunt anybody.
I'm just not certain here about the press here, Scott, when you're up 20.
Well, if they want to take time off the clock, all they got to do is hold it on offense.
Yeah.
Prezzuti rolls it up and in. And see now, all of a sudden, they've slowed down a little bit, running a little more offensive sets than just kind of running up and down the floor. It's just a matter of taking time off the clock. You got the game pretty much in hand.
Yeah.
As Clugston will give it back to Salvo. 6:19 to go here in the fourth quarter. And Salvo drops a little rainbow jumper in. He's got 7. Coming up following our game, we'll have our digital marketing group MVP announcement. And Jared will take a look at some of our stats as well, as that is a turnover on the Mustangs.
Yeah.
So Milburn in, Watkins out for the Mustangs. And Kinzel able to easily get it across the timeline, and then we'll have the foul on Milburn. And that is foul number 2 on Milburn. And still the 1-and-1. Kinzel's free throw good. So Kinzel with 8. Man, what a balanced attack. 12 for Goldsmith, 11 for Clugston, 9 for Ray, 8 for Kinzel, and 7 for Salvo. As Kinzel hits, he's now got 9, 52-30. Povik in and out. Ball tipped way up in the air. Goldsmith gets the rebound. And Salvo will hold it up. Clugston on the baseline to Ray. Back to Clugston. Salvo again hits for 2 more. 54-30. Cross court pass to Cayley. That shot short. Rebound. And lost it out of bounds. And it will be Mustang basketball.
4:48 left here in the fourth quarter. Next game will be the Buckeye Trail Warriors against the Central Catholic Saints.
Andrew Rectanis in for the Mustangs, making his first appearance. Prizzuti all the way to the hoop. That shot no good. Lasecki's going to be fouled on the stick back. So Lasecki's free throw is no good. Second shot is up, good. Trojans facing some pressure, leading it by 23. Salvo again goes high up in the air, trying to get Ray a dunk. And it's a lot of fun to watch for sure. As Prizzuti outside for the 3. Clugston's got it ahead to Salvo. Going to bounce it off the rim, but they're going to lose the basket because of basket interference. I think Salvo wanted to bounce maybe off the window because he had the trailer in Ray.
And now we have Tusky Valley taking a quick 30.
I think they're trying to do a little showtime, and it's fun. It certainly has livened up the game a little bit. Who knew that Ray could jump like that? I mean, he's an outstanding athlete. So 4:14 to go here in the fourth quarter, 54-31. Scott Robinson and Jared Hall with you as game 2 almost in the books. And from here we go into uncharted territory.
We do. We're going to see two teams that Well, actually, 3 of the next 4 teams that we're going to see, we have not seen at all this year. So, yep.
So 4:12 to play, 23-point lead, ball knocked away. Salvo will take it in with a left hand for an easy 2. Claymont with 1 timeout remaining, but they're down 25, so I doubt we'll see that as get a foul in the backcourt. And
That's what happens when you're pressing at this point.
Yeah, I'm a little puzzled by the pressure. I don't understand that, I have to admit.
You know what? I don't either, because you're ahead by so many and you want the clock to run, and you're just giving them opportunity to score with the clock stopped.
So Haas is back in, Boyd is back in to go with Ray, Kinzel, and Salvo. At the line is Brady Milburn, shooting the 1-and-1 and hits the first. So the second free throw, good. Some pressure by the Mustangs, tipped away by Bowman. 23-point lead. Mustangs trying to come back here with 3:40 to go. The deflection into Lasecki and missed the shot, tipped out. And Boyd had the rebound, and he gives it up to Salvo. Ray back to Salvo. Bounce pass inside. Boyd turns and gets the roll on a kind rim. Cayley gets it away. And Rectanis will get his first 2.
And kind of choppy here this last quarter or so, Scott. Not any real flow here. That was the first time we haven't had a foul. Here we go, 3 straight trips up and down. No foul, just trying to get some flow here as we end the game.
Haas gets his second basket, and it's 60-35. Bowman works against Ray out front. Rectanis dribbling through some traffic. Shot blocked by Boyd. Ray's got it. Ray is going to take it up off the window and is fouled by Cayley.
And look in his eyes, Scott, he was trying to get ahead.
He was going to try and, yeah, he wanted to dunk one. He's certainly got the capability. And looks like the Trojans getting ready to call on the second unit here as Ray hits double digits. Povich and Taylor in for the Mustangs to go with Rectanis, Milburn, and Bowman. And here comes the reinforcements for the Trojans. And Ray will get a second free throw. Ray with 11, he'll check out. Now the first 2 games had a lot of time for the second units to play. Jaden Sachs is in there along with Bailey Nelson and Boyd. Tyler Stump. Yeah, the ball deflected. Milburn's got it. With 1:43 to go.
So we wind down here.
puts it up with the left hand and gets the roll. Povic with 4. Boyd gives it back to Stump. Stump trying to drop it down low to Sachs, and it's out of bounds.
Final minute 18 here, Scott.
Inside to Rectanis. Off the window, too hard. The rebound out to Bowman. Under a minute to go here in the fourth quarter of our second game. Povic with the right hand gets another. Showing some talent inside. Povic's got 6. Trojans not in any rush, but they'll take a few shots. Boyd's shot is blocked, gets his own rebound, and gets the stick back. Boyd with 6, and it's 64-39 on the Kent State University of Tuscarawas scoreboard. Thanks again to Kent State University of Tuscarawas for being our presenting sponsor of this IVC Boys Basketball Showcase. As Povic gets another one, he's got 8. And that is going to take care of it at 64-41. The win for the Tusky Valley Trojans. We'll come back and wrap it up for you in just a moment here on TV2 Sports.
Sales, your local truck and trailer sales and service connection, is a proud sponsor of area athletes again this year. Located in Baltic, T-Bone Sales has qualified technicians experienced in the repair and service of dump trailers, trucks, and school buses. T-Bone Sales can repair just about anything, including dump trailers, flatbeds, dump bodies, walking floors, and grain trailers. And they welcome insurance claims, regular maintenance, and major damage. They also carry a large line of parts. T-Bone Sales can get you back into the game looking as good as new. Call Chad Schilling today at 330-897-6131 or visit them online at tbonesales.com.
Lightning signs and beacons, taking the area by storm.
Big or small, we do it all.
Yard signs, vehicle wrapping, and business signs.
Lightning signs and decals, taking the area by storm. Contact 440-312-29.
You're watching the IVC Showcase presented by Kent State Tuscarawas. Also brought to you by Carpenter Heating and Cooling. Chris Carpenter, Carpenter Heating and Cooling, located at 146 Gibson Avenue, Southeast in Philadelphia. Looking for your year-round comfort? You can reach them at 230-308-8550 or visit them online at www.carpentercomfort.com. Also by the MEB Systems. MEB Systems serving Tuscarawas and surrounding counties. MEB Systems is a flat roof specialist. Give them a call today or visit their website, mebsystems.com. Union Hospital offers many beneficial programs today, including its very own community, which is aggravating interruption. Located surgeons, and strategies to heal your wound, delivering safe and effective hyperbaric oxygen. A doctor's referral is not necessary, so call 330-365-3888 today to get your appointment. Myers & Miller Podiatry, located at 515 Green Avenue, or 147 Road. Myers & Miller Podiatry, foot and ankle treatment care for patients of all ages. Found on the sideline bathroom operator, 30 years physician office, patient-centered treatment for all ages. They are conveniently located in Oxford Medical Center, OmniOrtho.com. Love what they do and you should.
Welcome back to TV2's continuing coverage of the first annual IVC Boys Basketball Showcase. Their final score tonight, Tusky Valley Trojans 64, the Claymont Mustangs 41. Let's jump in real quick and look at the stats that we have from this game. Obviously, stat that sticks out for the Tusky Valley Trojans is 23 of 27 from the free throw line, 85%. The Mustangs just had a rough time shooting the basketball, getting things in groove. Tusky Valley was able to turn them over 20 times, which led to about 18 Trojan points here. So let's jump to our digital marketing group player of the game, and that would be from Tusky Valley, Brandon Goldsmith. You are the player of the game. For Scott Robinson, I'm Jared Hall, and we will see you in our next game here on TV2 Sports.